As more coronavirus cases continue to increase in the coastal bend, more parents are concerned about sending their kids back to school. One local mom is taking the steps necessary to help guide and instruct students through their online learning. Tricia Whitehurst, a licensed teacher, is preparing her home to become a learning place for students who are choosing to do online instead of in person. She's prepared a handbook and enrollment forms for parents and says with such a high demand recently, she hopes she can get the licensing required completed soon.
I'm not offering a curriculum. I'm just trying to invite your students into my home as a teacher myself and walk them through this online instruction that the public school teachers are giving your students, because a lot of the families are really overwhelmed, and not only that, but they have jobs.
Whitehurst says that she was pretty much prepared to start the home program for the fall, but a few road bumps came up. Now she's working towards making her home a licensed facility so that she can start in the spring.